YouTube? It's your girl Danny B. I'm here to go over sew-ins 101. I'm going to try to answer any questions, concerns, or comments you guys have. First, I want to start out with what you should do to your hair before you get a sew-in. Now, before you get a sew-in, I'd recommend you wash and deep condition your hair, and if you need it, to clip your ends. This will help in the growth process while your hair is braided up in a protective style. Who's sewing in your hair? Now, I would recommend you get someone who you've either seen their work or they have good references. You don't want just anyone sewing in your hair because that can come out kind of wrong. There's some people who are very heavy-handed and they braid everyone's hair as if it's the same hair, and that's not the case. Some people's hair is thicker and they can take tighter braids. Some people are more fragile and thinner and they can't, and that will also cause the hair to break. If someone's braiding your hair tighter than your hair can stand. Also in the beehive, while they're braiding up the beehive, what I always do, I recommend that they also use grease before they do the braid. Because while your hair is up in the beehive, you're not going to get to grease your hair, moisturize it, and whatnot like you usually would. Even if you want to, you can also do a leave-in conditioner if that's something that you'd like. Also, what I do after my hair's in the beehive and I have it sewn in, I use the Dew Grow Stimulating Growth Oil because it has a pointed spout and I can just easily go through and put it on the scalp where I want it. You can use any kind of oil you want as long as the tip is pointed for the easy access to your scalp. If this is your first time getting a sew-in, or you haven't gotten that many, you're not real comfortable with the hair and what to get or whatnot, I would not recommend getting it off the internet. What I would do, if you see something on the internet that you want, a brand or whatever, I'd go to a store, a beauty supply store, and check the hair out in person. This is good because you get to feel the hair, you get to see the texture up against your texture, make sure it matches, you get to see the color, you get to price things and whatnot, you get to talk to people, you get to ask questions like what's the difference between this hair and that hair, you get to actually see the curl pattern better, you get to feel the hair, see the ends of it, all that stuff. So that's a lot better. I've never bought hair off the internet because I used about the same brand of hair every time. I could if I wanted to, but I mean, every time I go in to get hair, it's different. Maybe I want a different curl pattern or texture or whatever, so I just always go in to eliminate all that stuff. Also, if this is your first time getting a sew-in, I would get the best hair money can buy, because the cheaper hair, it's a lot of maintenance. And for someone who knows how to do hair, knows how to keep it up, it's not as hard a work as for someone who doesn't know how. But the better hair you get, the better quality it is, the longer it'll last you, the less maintenance you have to do on it, the easier you can style it, all that stuff. So if you're not too sure on sew-ins and haven't gotten that many, I recommend just go ahead and spend that money on that hair, because you can always reuse the hair. Let's see, the shedding. The shedding is the #1 problem people have with getting sew-ins, because they think it's pulling out their hair. You shed every single day, okay? And the hair falls out. Now, when your hair is in a sew-in, you're still shedding, but the hair does not have anywhere to fall. So therefore, it's just stuck in that beehive. Now, when you take it out and use your powder brush and you're brushing out all that hair, people get alarmed because they think, oh my God, my hair is falling out. And in reality, that's just the hair that's going to fall out anyway, but your hair has been braided up for weeks and weeks, so it had nowhere to go. So do not be alarmed if you see shedding. Do not be alarmed. That is normal, and if you don't see shedding, then I'd be alarmed, okay? After the sew-in, after my sew-in, I usually deep condition my hair again. If I didn't clip my ends before my sew-in, I clip them after. I'll go ahead, shampoo my hair, deep condition, do all the treatments I need to do. And usually people who keep sew-ins in just repeatedly, whenever they take it out, well, what I do when I take mine out, I take it out, and right after I take it out, I wash my hair, I deep condition it. If I need to clip my ends, I clip it in, and then I put my hair right back in the sew-in. I never just take the sew-in out and put another one in or any of that. I always treat my hair after every sew-in, which is very important. and also washing your sew-ins. Now, I only wash the ends of my sew-ins, and I'll show you how I do it with my own hair. I just take it down the middle, and I usually do it in the shower, and I'll take each piece and I'll wet it, I'll get it damp, and I'll put some shampoo on it. You never want to rub it like this or scrunch it up or anything like that. That'll damage the hair. All you need to do is rub it and it will lather up, okay? And then after you let it lather, I rinse it in cool water, and then I put conditioner on it. You always want to condition the hair, especially if it's human hair. If you just wash the hair and blow dry it, the texture is not going to be as nice as it was. But if you condition it, it will go back to the same texture if done properly. And also blow dry it and then fight on it, just as if it was my hair. That is something that you always want to remember. Okay, back to the braiding. When they're doing the beehive, you don't want them to braid your hair too tight. And a way you'd be able to tell if it's just entirely too tight, you're going to experience soreness with the braids, because I've had my hair in so many sew-ins, but nonetheless, every single time without fail, my hair is tender. So usually I'll take like a Motrin or something, or Tylenol or whatever, something for headaches or whatever, after I get my sew-in. But when you take your sew-in out and your hair is thinning around the ends, that is a sign that they're braiding your hair too tight. There should never be thinning around the ends of your hair, ever. That's just either if you like how it came out, just tell the person who did it that they did it too tight and to loosen up around the ends, or go to someone new. That is a big sign that something is wrong. There should not be thinning around your edges. I've had many sew-ins and I've never had thinning around the edges, and I've had my braids it's pretty comfortable. It's going to be sore because anytime you're getting your hair braided up in all those different directions, it's like pulling and stuff like that. So that is normal. I hope I answered any questions you guys had. If I left out anything, please let me know. Leave me a comment, and I promise you I will get back to you with the answer, or my opinion on whatever you ask. So thank you, and have a beautiful day. Bye.